My favorite time. You mean my favorite time in my whole life? Interesting story. What's your name, my friend? Bob. Let me have a good think about that one, Bob. This is my thinking face. Now, this is my favorite time. Being on stage, entertaining an audience. But, Bob, you deserve a much better answer than that, my friend. Yes, you do. Who said that? Who said that? Was it you? Why'd you kill him, Donny? Why? You make me sick. My favorite time in my whole life, Bob, is the days I spent with the very gorgeous Yvonne. Wondering a bit more about that? Bob's nodding, all right. Yvonne was my mom. Now I know what you're thinking. Why on earth did I call my mama Yvonne? Well, she hated being called mom. It made her feel old. Okay, so I'm 12 years old. We're sitting in the living room and Yvonne says, Donny dear, would you entertain me, please? This is the moment I've been waiting for. I run upstairs and I get my box of magic tricks. I say, Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Donny Stixx, the boy with the tricks. Expect to be surprised. Expect to be amazed, but most of all, expect the unexpected. As mass shootings remain an item of public debate, mental illness is often used to excuse the behaviors of assailants because of their troubled pasts. But as the University of Pittsburgh argues in 2017, mental illness is a weak predictor of an armed murderer. Despite what popular media reports, offenders need to be held accountable for their actions without their backstory to save them. Playwright Philip Ridley introduces us to Donny, a young boy attempting to justify his actions through his childhood trauma. While sympathizing with Donny might be easy, we have to remember, he must be held accountable for his actions without his backstory to save him. Tonight with Donny Stixx by Philip Ridley. Oh, what's that? The severed thumb trick. Do you know the severed thumb trick? All right, you just put your thumbs together like that and... My dad taught it to me when I was younger. He is so boring. Yvonne says when Dad walks into a room, it's like someone walked out. Dad and Yvonne have fun, and Dad's in the bathroom now. He's whistling. He knows that annoys Yvonne. Dad comes out of the bathroom and says, Yvonne's not feeling well. I'll have to get myself off to school? Yvonne ill, that means no school. She'll want me here. Yvonne says, you'll have to be my butler today, Donny dear. Oh, of course, Yvonne. I help Yvonne into the bathroom. Yvonne is an energy-free zone when she's sick. I help Yvonne into the tub. Dad says Yvonne is like a delicate flower. And she is. A beautiful, delicate flower. Well, I leave her to soak while I tidy up the rest of the house. I take extra care in the living room because I know she'll spend most of her time there. I dust every paperweight. Yvonne collects paperweights, it's her passion. Yvonne has lots of passions. Yvonne doesn't like imperfect things. Who said that? You? Anyone else? Oh, come on, don't be shy. Charmy Khan? You want to hear about Charmy Khan. This is how I met Charmy Khan. I take my suit to the local dry cleaners and the owner, Mr. Khan, says, I have a daughter about your age. You could both be friends. And Sharmi Khan was my new assistant. I remember later cousin Eamon is staying the night. He comes in and hands me something wrapped in blue and gold silk. Might be able to use this in your act, he says. I unwrap it. It's a gun! Surprised? You should be. I surprised myself, but it's very important for a professional entertainer to keep finding ways of expanding and developing their act. Tell me, do you believe in destiny? I do. After performing at the Westfield Shopping Center, I say, Sharmi, I am a supernova of joy. That was the best performance we've ever given. Yvonne knows we're going to be stars, Sharmi. Trust me. Stars. Sharmi sits next to me and says, I'm sorry? My dad told me about your mom killing herself. So I go to my room and I shut the door and I prop a chair against it. I've been doing this ever since Yvonne's funeral. You know, Yvonne knew what I was worth. Yvonne wouldn't let her talk to me like that. Yvonne knew what a star I was. If Yvonne was here. If Yvonne was here. Yvonne. It's at times like this when I'm inspired by the stupendous Santini. No one would have remembered him if it were not for the fact that during his most famous trick, sword swallowing, he accidentally punctured a lung. He killed himself right in front of the whole audience. Result? He became a legend. One critic wrote, with his onstage suicide, he created his greatest magic. Eternal adoration. I have a show to do at St. Joseph's. The sun will be in my eyes a bit here, but that's worth putting up with if it'll make the video clips look better. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Donny Stixx. Please feel free to film me. I see people smile and nod, but nobody starts to film. A woman turns the radio on. Hey, turn that off! Yvonne doesn't like the noise. Yvonne's not here. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Donny Stixx, the boy with the tricks. Please, film me. I unwrap the gun. Ladies and gentlemen, I am about to do the most dangerous trick in the whole history of magic. You'll want to film this. A woman stands to leave. You best hurry up then. And then, when I'm done, a standing ovation. Any questions? Yes. On my 10th birthday, my dad bought me the box of magic tricks. On the top of the box it said, expect to be surprised, expect to be amazed, most of all, expect the unexpected. Go on. Ow. These new assistants, they're never cautious enough. Soon. All right. Time for one last question. Yes, Bob. Am I scared? You bet I am. This is gonna be my toughest audience yet. I'm ready. And done. 3, 2,